I spotted this super clean white 1985 Chrysler LeBaron convertible out in Cape Girardeau, Missouri. The seller has it listed for just $5,500 with a clean title. It was garage kept by their father, and it looks remarkably well preserved. Mechanically, this LeBaron has received a ton of recent love. The seller just replaced the timing belt, tensioner belt, water pump, and thermostat. It got a tune-up with new spark plugs, wires, a new rotor, and a fresh muffler. The entire fuel system was overhauled with a brand new fuel tank, fuel lines, and fuel pump, plus it rolls on new tires. The seller notes the body is in great shape and it runs awesome. The soft top is solid with its original back glass attached, needing only a simple repair on the zipper teeth. Historically, the K-Car platform was Chrysler's savior under Lee Iacocca, and the LeBaron revived the factory-built American convertible market in the early 80s, back in 1985. You were cross-shopping this against cars like the Ford Mustang L convertible or the Buick Riviera. While the Mustang went for sporty performance, the LeBaron gave you upright luxury styling, plush pillow-top seating, and open-air cruising. Fast forward, floating down the street in a boxy, chrome-trimmed 80s convertible is pure retro fun. For $5,500, buying a garage-kept classic with a brand new fuel system and major maintenance already completed is an absolute steal. I just spotted over in Whitland, Missouri. It's a 1962 Mercury Monterey, recently price dropped to just $7,000. Under that long hood sits Ford's trusty 352 cubic inch Chevy 8-engine mated to an automatic transmission, showing 78,000 miles. According to the seller, it runs, drives, and stops smoothly. Boasting a straight body with all its original chrome intact, inside you get 2 spacious bench seats, an updated interior and headliner. It just needs fresh carpet to be complete. Historically, Mercury served as Ford Motor Company's middle child brand, bridging the gap between mainstream Fords and luxury Lincolns. Back in '62, this Monterey competed head-to-head with the Dodge Polara and Oldsmobile Dynamic 88. Here in 2026, finding a running, driving V8 S-Land yacht with complete trim for $7,000 is an incredible value. It floats down the road and makes a killer budget restoration project. 1962 Rambler American 400, located in Buffalo, New York, valued at $10,000. This compact cruiser shows just 56,954 original miles, and the seller gave it some serious mechanical love. Powered by the overhead valve, 196 cubic inch, which was completely rebuilt in 2023, with only 536 miles driven since. Got a fresh paint job in its original color back in 2022, along with a brand new convertible top and a fully rebuilt top lift mechanism. It's a clean, turnkey driver ready for summer cruising. Historically, American Motors Corporation basically invented the modern American compact. Back in '62, this top-trim 400 model went head-to-head with the Ford Falcon, Chevy Tonnova, and Studebaker Lark. While Detroit's Big 3 were rushing to enter the segment, Rambler led the pack with unibody strength and incredible fuel economy. I spotted this gorgeous 1977 AMC Hornet Sportabout out in Canton, Michigan. The seller recently marked it down to $11,500, and it shows just 40,000 original miles on the clock. This little red wagon is a prime example of a well-preserved survivor. Under the hood sits AMC's bulletproof 2 cubic inch inline-6 engine paired with an automatic transmission. It comes equipped with comfortable factory options like power steering, power brakes, and air conditioning. It was Z-Bart rust-proofed from new, preserving the body and floorboards. The seller notes an older repaint that still looks awesome, alongside an excellent original interior. After buying it, the seller fixed the transmission leaks and installed a brand new dual master cylinder, meaning it's completely sorted and ready for road trips, car shows, or Sunday ice cream runs. Historically, 1977 was the final triumphant year for the Hornet lineup. Before AMC evolved the platform into the Concorde and Eagle, when the Sportabout debuted, it was virtually the only 4-door compact wagon built in America back in '77. You were cross-shopping this against the Plymouth Valari wagon and the Ford Granada. While competitors went for boxy styling, AMC gave the Sportabout a sleek, sloping hatchback rear end. $411,500, getting a turnkey classic with factory AC is an amazing value. 1976 Chevrolet Monte Carlo out in Fenton, Michigan. The seller has it listed for $17,000 or best offer. This isn't your average project car. It's a one-family-owned survivor that was Z-Bart rust-proofed when brand new and never exposed to salty winter roads. The attention to detail on this build is insane. It rocks a fresh, jaw-dropping $20,000 paint job, a brand new vinyl top, and sits on fresh tires. While the chassis shows 103,000 actual miles, it only has 3,000 miles on a 350 cubic inch V8 crate engine. It's equipped with a 4-barrel carburetor, dual exhaust for that deep V8 rumble, and a bulletproof 350 turbo automatic transmission. The seller states it's in excellent condition, never been in an accident, and looks even better than new. Historically, 1976 was a landmark year for the second-generation Monte Carlo, introducing the distinctive stacked, rectangular headlights and vertical taillights. Back in '76, you were cross-shopping this against heavyweights like the Ford Gran Torino, Pontiac Grand Prix, and Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme. Chevy won over millions of buyers by delivering muscle car styling with Velvet's boulevard cruising luxury. Fast forward to today. Cruising down the highway in a glossy blue land yacht is pure mechanical joy. For $17,000, getting a paint-perfect classic with a brand new motor is a serious bargain. 1954 Chevrolet Bel Air Custom, located in Elkhart, Indiana. Valued at $39,500, built from a rust-free Oregon car by Canada Customs, this beauty is engineered as a daily highway cruiser. Body chopped top featuring a 50 Ford rear window, Oldsmobile headlights, and Packard taillight. Drivetrain, a 350 V8 with a roller cam, Holley Sniper FE and a 700 R4 overdrive transmission. Chassis and comfort, Camaro front clip with Fatman A. S10 rear axle with air shocks, power steering, power brakes, and cold vintage AC. Historically, 1954 was the final year for the early post-Bel Air before the Tri-5 era. Back then, it competed against the Ford Crestline and Plymouth Belvedere, but turning one into a chopped lead sled is pure 1950s Americana history. Here in 2026, in a world full of soulless electric cars, cruising ahead fuel-injected 54 Custom with freezing AC is the ultimate flex. Check out this mind-blowing Buick Roadmaster 70 series I just spotted on Parkville, Missouri, listed for just $19,500. This 63,000-mile survivor is 100% numbers matching right down to the radiator. Under the hood sits the legendary 322 nailhead V8 automatic. It loaded with every single 1955 option, electric windows, working AC and heat, power antenna, and even the almost impossible to find foot-controlled AM radio scanner. The interior looks like it's never been sat in, and the engine bay is detailed to original showroom specs. Historically, the Roadmaster was Buick's ultimate top-tier flagship. Back in 1955, it went head-to-head with luxury heavyweights like the Oldsmobile 98 and Chrysler New Yorker, dominating the road with its iconic Ventiports and sweeping chrome trim. Here in 2026, this exact car was appraised by Haggerty and the Buick Museum at over $45,000, making this $19,500 asking price an unbelievable steal. Check out this massive personal luxury coupe I found in Liberty, Missouri. It's a 1971 Lincoln Continental Mark III, now listed for $13,500. Under that endless hood sits Ford's high-compression, 460 cubic inch V8, paired with a 3-speed automatic. Showing 83,486 miles, it's loaded with power steering, power windows, power seats, 4-wheel disc brakes, and fresh white wall tires. It boasts a clean interior, a good vinyl top, and recently received a new fuel tank and sending unit. It's a clean title survivor that starts, runs, and drives. Historically, 1971 was the final, most refined year for the legendary Mark III. Back then, it went head-to-head with the Cadillac Eldorado. While Cadillac shifted to front-wheel drive, Lincoln stuck with traditional rear-wheel drive muscle and that iconic Rolls-Royce-style grille. For $13,500, getting this much heavy metal presence is an awesome bargain. It's a clean 1964 Ford Falcon Futura I just spotted in Chandler, Arizona. Recently price dropped from $20,000 all the way down to $15,000. Originally equipped with a someone upgraded this Falcon with a punchier Ford 302 V8 paired with a C4 automatic transmission. It's loaded with an Edelbrock carb and intake manifold, Paratronics ignition, and a single-wire alternator conversion. The owner of 14 years repainted it in original Rangoon red with a crisp white roof. It starts right up, runs great, and is an honest, well-loved driver. Historically, 1964 was a monumental year for the Falcon E. Compact unibody chassis was but actually used as the building block to launch the original Ford Mustang. Back then, the trimmed Futura competed directly against the Chevy Nova and Plymouth Valiant. Here in 2026, finding a running V8-powered 1960s classic with fresh paint for $15,000 is an unbelievable value. It's the perfect analog weekend project. You can just get in and drive. 1962 Cadillac Deville sedan out in Alden, Iowa. The seller has it listed for $13,000, showing 56,000 miles on the body, and it blends classic land yacht styling with some serious modern performance upgrades. Instead of an old, tired engine, this Caddy has undergone a serious mechanical refresh. Under the hood sits a brand new 383 crate motor with less than 500 miles on it, paired with a smooth 700R4 4-speed overdrive transmission. The seller refreshed the entire chassis, installing a new radiator, AC compressor, headers, full exhaust, new driveshaft, shocks, brake cylinders, soft lines, fresh wheels, and tires. Inside, all the factory electric windows work, and it's upgraded with heated front seats, a custom center console, and a stereo featuring a backup camera. The listing notes it still drives like a big Cadillac, just with way more reliability. Historically, 1962 was an iconic year for GM styling, refining Cadillac's infamous 1950s megafins into sleek, toned-down tail fins with sharp, dignified body lines. Check out this iconic 80s legend I just spotted in Brighton, Colorado. It's a crisp white 1987 BMW 325 is coupe with a 5-speed manual transmission, listed for $12,500. Under the hood, it packs the legendary 2.5-liter M20 inline, showing 194,000 miles. The seller notes, it runs excellent and comes with a complete book of maintenance records. It sits on fresh tires, has a super clean interior, and everything works except the AC needing a recharge. Plus, it includes spare parts like new front struts, fuel pump, and the original sports steering wheel. Historically, the E30 generation set the benchmark for sports sedans. Back in '87, the 325 went head-to-head with the Mercedes 190e 2.3 and Audi 4004, winning enthusiast hearts with its limited slip differential, sport suspension, and silky smooth rear-wheel drive power. Here in 2026, finding a well-documented manual 325 is $412,500 is an absolute dream for classic Bimmer fans.